Hello everyone and welcome to my new Let's Play, Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards. I'm DJ Cinnamon Bun, and this is Kirby 64. So, as you saw, the story of this game, I do not want to know how to use... Yes, I know how to use it. The story of this game is that this fairy, whose name I believe is Ribbon, has escaped from her home planet with this crystal shard, or this crystal, when she was trying with, and she did this to escape the dark matter. And the dark matter is all that black stuff with the eyeballs and crap like that. And she's actually looking for a hero to save her planet and collect all these crystal shards. And that's why Kirby's here. The ultimate protector of the universe, Kirby. So now we have to help her find all these crystal shards and restore her planet. So, we're going to be given I consider this an overworld. There's several different single worlds in it, and the first world is Popstar. Each world will contain, I believe it's four or five levels per world. And each one, you'll notice, starts with a dice, and that tells us what level it is. And then there will be three not triangles, but diamonds after that. And those indicate which crystal shards in that level you have gotten or not. So these first few levels aren't too bad. Jump with A. Kirby normally can float. In most of his games, float forever. However, in this game, if you too long, he'll squirm, and he stops floating. As per usual, Kirby can absorb his other people's abilities. We can get fire, and turn into a little fireball. However, something new with this game was that you can take out your ability and throw it away. Also by that, we're able to we can also throw our abilities. This is very important to this game, as I believe it's the only Kirby game that I know of that actually does this. You can combine two different abilities. So now that we have fire and needle, we have fire arrows. And it's always going to be some sort of combination like that, where it combines a little bit of both powers. So these first couple levels aren't too tough, and none of this game really is that tough because it is a Kirby game. But that's not to say it isn't a great game. I love the style game, I love how it looks, and it's a game I've been playing for a long time. So now we have this bear trap when we have cutter and needle, and it should really show off how diverse the powers can really be. Here we see a crystal shard, and there's going to be 3 of those in each level, as I said before, and we need to find all of them. Some are going to be right out in the open like that. Some are going to be a little bit more hidden and harder to get, but for the most part, most of them are just sort of laying out in the open like that. This is another common thing in this game, is like mini bosses. They're never that tough. They're just generally a larger version of an enemy you've been versing in that level. I think that pretty well covers everything for new mechanics in the game. But yeah, it's a Kirby game. It's gonna be really lighthearted. You eat some food, walk around, eat some people, eat some monsters, whatever. And I don't want to swallow his bomb there. I just want him. Bomb everyone else. So you notice that this the black plate that was here. That's another thing that's going to be in this game. That is how they and it's the way they hide some of the crystal shards. They do it by hiding it with a block that can only be destroyed with a certain power. In that case, it was one solid color, which was black, so we were able to destroy it with bomb, which in our bottom right hand corner is a black icon. Oh no, Waddle Dee! He was just playing with the shard! Poor Waddle Dee! He will be next. Oh, never mind, he's... Oh no, Waddle Doo. So that's something the dark matter is actually gonna do. I didn't know that could hurt me. They can actually possess other people and Kirby's friends and will turn them evil. And the way to turn them back is to defeat them. And the dark matter will leave their body. And now, Waddle Dee's, he wants to be our friend again. Yay! Yay, Waddle Dee. So, and then at the end of each level, we'll have one of these picnic segments, and you can jump and get a little prize. Nothing too major, but it's always a little something. It could be a 1-up, it could be fill up your health, something like that. I'm actually gonna get rid of bomb because I don't want that anymore. I'm gonna do my very best. Of course, the next one I find is bomb. I'm gonna do my very best to find and use all the powers in the game. I believe there's about 30 different combinations you can have. And I'll do my very best to show them all off throughout the course of the game. There are a few that I favor a bit more than others, just because their efficiency of killing enemies and what I find their usefulness. So I might stick to some of those a bit more often, but for the most part, I'll try to use all the powers. If not, I'll go back and show all the powers in like a bonus later episode or something. But for the most part, I'll try my best to show them all off. So here we have a Ninja Star power, which is really cool because he throws a Ninja Star, and if it hits something, it will explode. If not, nothing happens. So that one's really neat. One of my favorite abilities has always been Spike, or Needle, because I always liked how it looked. It's really cool. So I don't want the freeze power, so let's see if we can get him to respawn. Ah, there we go. Yeah, do you a little freezy shake thing. Shoo! What does this give us? Oh yes, the snowflake. So this is a lot like the Needle power, except it's a lot slower, and it will also freeze your enemies. So, in a way, yeah, it's good because it will freeze your enemies, but it's also a lot slower. So all of this is one thing our friends that we find are gonna do. They're gonna help us out in certain situations, and sometimes we'll control them, or they'll help us out crossing something like this gap, like Waddle Dee is doing here. Down in that halfway, almost to the end, there's a little row of stars there, and that's just a hint at you that there is a power there, or not a power, but a crystal shard. And if you stay to the left and right of this tunnel hole, you're able to get a 1-up and a maximum tomato. Maximum tomatoes are a common occurrence in Kirby games. They completely fill up your health for the most part, And yeah. So now, here's our second friend, the painter. His name? I can't remember. But he's a painter. Obviously very talented because he created a 3D image with 3 colors. And those 3 colors were only paint. Just saying. He knows a thing or two about a thing or two. So this one is a little bit different. He's gonna paint enemies for us to defeat. However, when we have the snowflake ability, we can literally just sit here and all of his anything he paints, as soon as it comes down, it dies. Because we're just that good. And cheap. Oh no, you're so mad. What are you gonna do? Oh wait, I got a snowflake. You can't do anything. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a little cheap, but whatever. It's not like it's a boss or anything. I'll be sure to use legitimate powers when I'm versing a boss or something. But for these, I don't find it like it's a big deal. Oh, can't leave without that. I was really close. Another thing I really like with this game, there's little cutscenes all the time. Or at least at the beginning of the game. And I just think that's really neat, just for an N64 game. There's no words spoken in them, other than Kirby maybe saying Kirby or something. But they're just cute little animations and Kirby being happy. Let me see if I can do. Oh, one little star. So I think that will be it for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, we'll be probably tackling the rest of this world, and maybe getting into the little bit of the next world. And until then, I've been DJ Cinnamon Bun, and I hope to see you next time.